Skeletal anatomy. What is it? The skeletal anatomy of the human body is the structure of the bones being assisted by connective tissue and muscles that hold your basic shape. The skeletal anatomy has many functions. It supports all of you, provides protection of vital organs, produces blood cells, stores calcium, and regulates endocrine, basically keeping you alive. Bones also provide a place for tendons, ligaments, and muscles to attach, which is really important because those give you the freedom of movement. The adult human has 206 bones, although a newborn human has 300. This is because as a baby grows, some of the bones fuse together. In the adult anatomy, the head consists of 29 bones, the trunk of 55 bones, and the arms and legs make up the other 122 bones. There are different types of bones. We can divide them into 4 general categories: flat, long, short, and irregular. Flat bones protect your organs. They are hollow on the center to allow for blood formation. These bones are in your skull, ribcage, and shoulders. The long bones act as levers for the body. These bones are found in the arms and legs, the longest bone being the femur, which is located in your thigh, just in case you were wondering. The short bones are found in the hands and feet, especially the ankles and wrists, where some of the smallest bones are located. And irregular bones are of varying shapes and sizes. They are found in the spine and face. Most bones in your body are connected by joints. Some of your joints, such as your shoulders, knees, hips, and elbows, have freely movable joints. Other joints in your vertebrae, for example, are only slightly movable, while the joints in your skull are not movable, but that's probably for the best. In skeletal anatomy, there is a divide. On one side, you have the axial skeleton, made up of 80 bones. These bones are the ribs, sternum, spinal column, skull, and hyoid. It is the longitude axis of your body, helping to distribute weight into your hips so you stay upright and protect vital organs. On the other side of the divide, you have the appendicular skeleton. This is made up of 126 bones: the arms, legs, pectoral girdle, and pelvic girdle. The appendicular skeleton forms the appendages that tie onto the axial skeleton, making activity possible. Just like us humans, bones have layers. The outside is a dense, tough layer. Under that is a spongy bone that is light and flexible. This layer carries red bone marrow. On the very inside is a jelly-like center containing yellow bone marrow and producing new cells constantly. As many of us discovered as children, bones are not invincible. They too have some common issues, including fractures, postural deformities, and arthritis, just to name a few. Some of the types of fractures include a simple fracture, which is a clean break in the bone that does not affect the overlying skin. A green stick fracture, which is an incomplete break, seen mostly in children who have more flexible bones. It's when part of the outer layer remains intact and the inner layer is damaged. A compound fracture is pretty common. It's a broken bone that pierces the skin, and a comminuted bone is a broken bone into more than 2 pieces, often smashed. And lastly, we have an impacted bone, where 2 bones are driven into each other. Bones can also be victims of postural deformities, including kyphosis, which is an excessive outward curve of the spine, resulting in a hunchback. We also have lordosis, which is the inward curvature of the spine, sometimes seen in adolescents as a result of faulty posture, but can also be caused by disease in the vertebrae and spinal muscles. Scoliosis is pretty common. It's the lateral deviation of the spine. It can be caused by congenital and acquired abnormalities of the vertebrae, muscles, and nerves. Treatment can vary from chiropractic sessions to back braces and even surgery in severe cases. The last skeletal condition I want to share with you today is arthritis, although there are many others, some of which include bone cancer, gout, osteoporosis, and rickets. Arthritis is persistent inflammation of one or more joints. Osteoarthritis is the most common, and it is a degenerative joint disease of the articulatory cartilage. It may lead to changes in the underlying bones. Some people are born with it, while other times it is caused by excessive use or trauma. Rheumatoid arthritis is the second most common form of arthritis. It is a disease affecting the synovial lining of the joints. Joints affected are usually symmetrical. They become painful, swollen, and stiff. Today we've seen the good and the bad of your skeletal anatomy. But here is how it all comes into play: the musculoskeletal system. The skeletal system is, as you could guess, half of the musculoskeletal system, the other half being your muscles. The musculoskeletal system is also known as the locomotor system. Infants' parents often refer to fine motor and locomotor milestones as they grow. For example, around 4 months you begin to roll over. At age 1 you can walk. A gallop comes into play around 18 months, and around age 2 they can begin to master jumping. This is all the work of the locomotor system. This system starts with the skeletal anatomy, all of the aspects we talked about today, including the bones, joints, ligaments, tendons, and cartilage that give us shape. Then we layer on the muscle. With the bones being held together by connective tissue, the addition of the muscles allows us to use our bodies to move. It's great teamwork. The bones provide stability to the muscles, but the muscles help keep the bones where they need to be and protect the joints. So all in all, your skeletal anatomy, with some muscles here and there, give your organs a chance to do what they need to do. Without all of that teamwork, you wouldn't be able to do your thing, or really anything. So keep your bones strong, your muscles fit, and your brain working.
The foot bone's connected to the leg bone. The leg bone's connected to the knee bone. The knee bone's connected to the thigh bone. Doing the skeleton dance. The thigh bone's connected to the hip bone. The hip bone's connected to the backbone. The backbone's connected to the neck bone. Doing the skeleton dance. Shake your hands to the left. The foot bone's connected to the